little bit damp on that one. Right, so it's now another day. Now, if I bothered to show it, you'd have seen yesterday's going out wasn't very good at all. The launch was horrible. The drive down was a lot worse than today's drive down would have been. And when we got out there, I couldn't find any of the gear. Even the store pot that I put out literally a few days ago is gone. And I have no idea where any of it is. Normally it would end up just up here, but I searched for it and wasn't able to find anything, so I don't know what's going on here. But I mean, there was a huge swell which could have moved stuff around, and probably did move stuff around. But anyway, I'm going to go out today and have a look around, see if I can find any of it. I put 2 more pots out yesterday. I'm going to put another 2 out today. We did actually find 1 pot which was just in here, which is where they always come pretty much when the tide gets like that. If it ever gets bad and stuff does move, which is very rare. I think it's happened once in 4 years. They end up here, but it's like I say, it's not the fact that it's been a storm, it's just the swell. It gets so big, it basically just lifts things off the bottom and throws them up, or pushes them up. But we're going to have a look and see what we can see. Right, I'm going to pull this set I put down yesterday while we're here, because I'm going to go further over. We're going to fish over there as well, so get this out of the way. See, I've tied this one's rope up as well. Oh, the spider crabs are in. There's a beauty in there. 2 beauties, in fact. That's what we like to see. There's one. So, first spider crab of the year. Nice. Come on. There we go. Another good one. Right. Yeah. Kind of went over the bobbers as opposed to alongside them. Right, this is the single one that we got back yesterday. Just need to do a little repair on it, but hopefully it's still catching okay. What's funny so far is I found the one with the biggest bobber, all the other ones with smaller bobbers and ropes, which should have been less chance of moving than the ones I can't find. Right. There is a lobster in there. I don't know if it's big enough. It looks like it might be a bit small. Yeah, I'm not even going to measure her, simply because she's got eggs. Now, you don't have to put them back here with eggs if they're oversized, but, you know, it's not always about take. Right, just some small brown crab in here, which, God, these things are terrible. They grab on and they do not let go. And all you want to do is let them go. They're like, nope, not going. There we go. Just a little brown crab. Another one. You can see the weed. This shows you that there's a big swell because it ends up in the pots. Baby spider crab. Right, I'm going to bait this one, chuck it back, then we're going to go hunting for the others. Well, the good news is I've found them. There's one over that way, and there's one in against these rocks here, and they've come exactly the way I thought. I don't know if you can see those rocks over there, but they were sort of half a mile that way. So they've moved about half a mile. What sort of condition they're going to be in? Well, we're about to find out. Now, it's very rare I've ever really lose pots, unless they're either cut off, the bobbers, or they get stolen. Usually, you know, they'll just move. I mean, the weights are tied to the netting inside the pot, so even if the pot gets broken up, it'll still have its weights in, still hold it in place. And there's actually one behind me as well. I'm going to go check it out in a minute, but I mean, that's got a cam bobber on, but I don't remember having another one. Maybe it's somebody else's, but we'll have a look just to check, because somebody else might have lost some as well and be asking. So we'll see whose it is, because anything that comes in here isn't normally here because it's being put here to catch. It's here because it's washed in. But I haven't found the store pot yet, and that's the annoying one, because that's the one I really like to get back. But once the tide gets up a bit, I'll go in amongst the rocks over there. Just want to avoid hitting them. Right, let's get this one. So, what do you reckon? Completely busted up pot or perfectly fine pot? I'm gonna go with maybe a bit worn. That's hopeful. These are old pots though. I purposely put the older ones out in case this happens. That's why I put cans on. When it's this early or late in the season, I will put old cans on so you don't lose your bobbers if they do go too far. Well, this one looks perfectly fine. Let's find out. When we flip it over, we'll find out. Yep, this one is perfectly fine. Bit of wear there maybe. Nah, nothing, that's nothing. No, that's fine. That rope's a bit damaged, but I've already double roped it, so yep, that pot's perfectly okay. Nothing in it, but if it's been dragging around the ocean, I don't expect much to be in it. A little crab in it, that's all. Well, that's good, that's one pot. Take it back to where they belong, and we'll go and get the other one. We'll go and check this other one out first, just to make sure that it's got nothing to do with us, or it's just a bit weird, it's got a can on it. This pot is actually ours. I just can't count. I was thinking that I'd already had 2 pots, but I haven't. Well, I have. I've had 2 pots now, but I've actually had 4 out, and this is the 4. It's because I was counting the store pot as 4. Right, grab this one. So all 3 came in here. Well, this has got something worth having by the looks of it. Holy cow, check that out. I wasn't expecting that. Another huge lobster. It's not as big as the other one, I don't think, but that's got to be probably £4. Well, what was a bad day yesterday is turning into a pretty good day today. I wonder if he was in it when it went all the way along. That's another beauty. Right, let's get the last pot. Well, at the very least, it goes to show that that these pots can be dragged a long way through the weather, actually make it over a whole reef system and sustain very little to almost no damage. I mean, they would have had to have gone over the top of a reef over there as well. I mean, one in particular, because it was on the other side of that reef, it would have had to literally gone over, right over it. You wonder sometimes how they actually get over these reefs. Right, last one, then I've got to move these because we've taken on some weight here with all this lot. There is a spider crab in this one. 2 spider crabs. And beauties as well. Well, there you go. Shove that up there for now. Look at those beauts. And that one. Nice, very nice. Okay, let's get these pots back where they belong. I mean, I can put them on this side, but it's always a hassle if you get a bit of weather getting over to this side, because I came through with the tide, but when the tide's down you have to go all the way around. Right, get these down and then try and look for my store pot. Little scorpion fish must have come up in one of the pots. Put him back. Off he goes, straight down. And something else that comes up a lot when you get pots in the size of these, don't look much, they're sea slugs. They'll make your hands purple, they give off a dye when they're sort of threatened. But he's obviously not threatened, or he's already done it. But they do come up on the pots as well. So anyway, all gear has been recovered. I found the store pot, it was almost on the beach. So all in all, a good day. It's going to take that one pot in. There's a slight bit of damage on that, but nothing that can't be fixed pretty quick. Although that pot is really old, and I might decommission that one and rebuild a new one. I'll think about it. But we ended up with that one lobster, nice big one, and 4 crab in there. Some nice big crab. First of the year. And when you see the crab like that, you know the fishing season's starting, because they're always the first thing to usually turn up when you start fishing. And they'll be here for a couple of months, and then they'll be on their way again.